Hey everybody, here doing another one. Today I'm here to check out Invincible versus Conquest. I did some videos on this like a few weeks ago, but I didn't want to watch all of them because everybody was making a video off of it. But I'm here to watch Zephyr's take on the whole thing. So, yeah, let's see what he has to say.
My thoughts on the album, I think it's really good, and Opium Baby 100% changed my life. Now let's get into it. DJ, play my! So the scene starts with Invincible reconstructing the city after the 3-day war. His girl got done like D-Rose. Rex exploded all over my screen. It was horrible. But as I stated in the last video, this universe can't even get 2 seconds of peace without a top 3 character in the verse descending upon them.
Stand ready for my arrival, worm.
Not even a week
and here
later.
Comes Conquest, coming onto Earth ready for any and all smoke. He will slap anybody right now. And Invincible gotta be tight as hell. He can't even take a break for more than 4 effing seconds against, let me say it again, a top 3 fighter in the verse. What god did you piss off to get spited like this? This not fair at all. Invincible and Conquest charge at each other and they clash and destroy the scenery. And this is exactly what I was talking about in the last video. What the f can you do about this if you're a civilian? You are reconstructing your city after a 3-day war, only for these fools to blow it up.
Like, how bad of luck do you have? You're in, like, let's just say like a fifth planet got dang near decimated. And y'all are trying with all of y'all ability as regular people to try and get the world together. The next thing you know, another cataclysmic event just pops up out of nowhere, causing just nothing but death, pain, and destruction. Like, this is no break in this world, man.
Up like an annoying friend on Minecraft. I hate y'all that play like this, bro. I will harm you. They up there grappling and holding hands in the air like they trying to get intimate. And this man Invincible looks away mid-fight like dog. What could possibly be more important than this moment?
Hey, Mark, Eve got a BBL. Where?
Wow. I've actually seen that
boy Conquest slams him to the floor. And with his hand on his chest, that boy starts monologuing. And this man was really pushing Thanos levels of speeches throughout this entire fight. We're gonna get to it later, but he was really talking to Invincible like,
niggas think I'm fighting to save the day.
Save the day.
Oh, really, nigga? I just like to fight.
Yes.
I don't care about none of that.
And this man really put his hand on his shoulder, telling him that his time has come. But do you really think Invincible, Mark I get no Grayson, is gonna stay down like that?
Nope.
And he said, bam! Hooking him in the face and hits a Hall of Fame tackle on Conquest throughout all these buildings. They out there doing more property damage than an American riot. And this part right here had me sick. I know the Invincible Defense Force gonna be on me, but dog, this part right here is inexcusable. How did you tackle him, yet he got a burst? I really don't know how this is possible. How did you initiate the offense, yet you took more damage? I'm crying. This so trashy, harming himself. But Conquest picks him up and he starts talking like Clayton. He's like, yes, more. But Mark's 3-inch Grayson wasn't having that, slapping his arms down and then clapping his ears like he Homelander and kicks him away for good measure. And this right here is where Invincible started laying that heat. Started it off with a right hook, put that in a Nike swish trajectory and clocks him again. And he charges it, hitting the Dak Nabbit and beams him in the face. He flies Conquest into the air and knees him, but not before palming his bald head. He couldn't help himself. And I swear, some of y'all cut the lead one time and can't handle yourselves no more. Because who is this nigga feeling like hitting a U-turn in the air? Nah, we doing Piccolo moves now? That sends Conquest into the atmosphere, but they suddenly stop. And this right here is where Conquest does some of the nastiest I done ever witnessed. This man took a blood bubble, turned it into a heart, and broke it in his face. And what I love about this scene is that you could contextualize it in so many different ways. You could think about it like he's Mechasonic and he's talking about some "I'll crush you" or something like that. You could interpret it as he takes this fighting very intimately in that case.
Oh no, you gay.
Or maybe he's just weird. I don't know. But these type of unexplained writing scenes, I love in shows so much. And I'm so happy this was added since I heard this was not in the comics. But anyways, let's get back to it. He charges at Invincible with this eating grin. I can literally play Tetris with your teeth. And he sends a move back to Earth. They tussling in the air, and I'm not gonna lie, Mark's put in belt to ass. He hit this nigga so hard he got his eyesight back. And Mark being up one time starts talking crazy like Dylan Brooks talking about LeBron.
I don't care, he's old. I don't respect no one until they come and give me 40.
But sadly, whether he got Alzheimer's or not, Unc still got it. Because I swear Mark blinked and the fit already destroyed. What did I tell y'all last video? You literally sneeze on this and his fit is destroyed. Like dog, who made this?
Who made this burger, dog? Who made this?
I remember I saw Classic Man D short of who makes better suits, Edna or Art. And I can see where he's Edna, while Art's suits look better, Edna's for the most part are indestructible. Like I've never seen any suit in The Incredibles get destroyed. Them things always come back in tip-top shape, so I don't know what's going on.
Burger, man. I know y'all hear me.
And with that one punch, Invincible gets sent all the way to the ground. You know, Invincible's laying there on the floor. His palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy. And he feels the ground shake like Rod Wave is getting his steps in for the week. To Conquest diving down to his chest, hitting the Bucky Ultimate. Said again! And leveled the entire city.
How did he get up? What? Like, how did Mark get up? Like, I get it. Being dang near invulnerable is just his power. But the impact on the city alone, if you can hit the ground so hard, a city collapses, and you get directly hit by that thing that caused that to happen, you should not have been able to get back up, let alone still fighting. Like,
and this is where he really started doing Mark straight greasy. Got him flying in the air, hitting all types of poses, only to fly in and bunk on him. He gets thrown throughout the entire city and slams right into this truck. And this right here got to be the funniest death in the whole show. I can't even lie.
That horn.
Now, right here is where we get the crispiest animation of the whole show. We went
like
from straight PNGs to them
fella.
animating the hair follicles on this man's head. I don't know what animation studio y'all hire, but send me that. I need their contact information. I want them on Blue Lock ASAP. Watching how horrible that show was done, you can't even put Blue Lock and animation in the same sentence. Invincible gets back up, and you see this bald-headed, LeBron-built charge at Invincible at full speed.
Like, this man made himself a missile to attack.
He immediately puts the hand up for a timeout. Nah, I'm crying. This really how be when you up the pole. You out here looking at Conquest like, can't we just talk?
Man, I don't want to talk, yo.
In this man in the crater.
If I had the chance to just get him to stop for like a second, you already drone struck me into the ground to the cause it to crumble in on itself. And you knocked me across the city into multiple buildings and knocked me on the like if I have a chance to get you to stop, so I could get a chance to freaking breathe. Like I can't barely even stand up. This man Mark was so discombobulated. This man tried to get up and fell face first on the ground, trying to just get on it, just to get his wits together. Like, surprised this man's brain can even function.
Really pets Mark while staring into his eyes. Nod.
You's a freaky.
But while he's talking, I hear the assist
telling
in
me
the
I still got
background.
a
I'm
chance.
oh,
While you over here rubbing the
and
injury.
then I see my dog swoop in like boom, and guess who it is? My nigga Oliver charges right in and
get decimated in the worst way possible.
This man hit a full body twist into a pin slap, nigga. How do you impact frame a toddler? He's won, and he picks up Oliver by the leg and says,
And
Let's
you
be
are.
real.
I prefer to know
Barely
one
even 1 year
dismembering.
old.
This is crazy. Mark kicks him away and got Conquest looking all types of crazy. How you went from your shoulders to your knees to your face in one spin is beyond me. I know you're looking all types of cruised. Invincible tells Oliver this a big man ting. He gotta get out of here. And Conquest tackles him throughout the city. And while Conquest is literally sliding on this man's body, he is talking the illest, saying the time I could have used to kill your brother, you should have took that moment to prepare and come at me again. I love this man so much. He is only a about the smoke. And my man Conquest started talking like Irwin when he was hyping up his soldiers. Looking at Invincible, asking, where's your rage? Damn, I didn't even know y'all had Twitch. And this where Invincible blitzes that. He said left, right, right. The last time he hit a combo like this, he left Angstrom's body in a position only the KKK would be proud of. But here, this man Conquest
man is evil. He has to stop.
is eating them. And he really said, that's all you got. Pathetic.
That's what we're doing.
He proceeds to throw this man across the city like a ragdoll. Throwing him block to block, door to door like a Jehovah Witness. And again, to reference the last video, why would you ever want to be a civilian in this? Look.
The thing is, no one can
it's so sad. The superheroes are so weak in this situation. They won't even come into the vicinity of this fight to save the helpless civilians. They really go wait till after and teleport with Cecil and be like, hey bro, are you still good? Nigga. Oliver comes back in and kicks Conquest away. And tell me why this nigga hits the most light-skinned retreat I done ever seen. I swear this light-skin epidemic gotta be stopped. And this man Conquest really hit the RDC.
Hey kid. How old are you?
I'm 12.
And with just one hit, left that boy Oliver spitting out all his teeth
the
and blood
hardest
from
hit
his
with
mouth.
the metal
This was
arm.
really reminding me of Broly against Kid Trunks, except I don't know, 10 times
Every
worse.
time he wants
really
to make
extended
sure
this
that
nigga's
your
height by a whole
face
3
beats
inches.
out,
And when
he
Mark
always uses
gets
that
up,
metal
he
arm.
really sees his little brother getting held like this. I'm not gonna lie, that view would give me PTSD I'd never recover from. This man is hitting bodybuilder poses on his 1-year-old brother. How do you react to that? And from this point forward is where I graduate his name from Conquest to King Von Quest, because what the f is this man on? And it starts with Conquest straight baptizing Invincible throughout the ocean. And I saw him hold him up like this, and I said, oh nah. It was giving me flashbacks to his first scuffle with Omni-Man.
What you did was not nice. It's not nice to do that.
Yeah, Conquest about to do something so vile. And he uses his body to run through all of these innocent people with no remorse. He even taking out
they had no idea what was
and they started
coming.
just going through bodies like it was a train on Valentine's Day. Ran the body count up so high you could have sworn Bonnie Blue was in town.
She belongs to the streets.
But once Invincible said enough and knocked him away, that's when he saw the worst thing he could have possibly laid eyes on. Eve pulling up to run her ISO with Conquest, and I know Invincible's sick right now. This real relatable though. You could really be at the lowest point of your life and your girl just show up.
And it's really good.
Oh, wow, baby, that's amazing.
Do you even like me?
She a real one for showing out though. I'll give you credit, but dog, how do I spell this out for you? You could say Adam Eve, Kawhi's knees, Austin Reeves. Conquest.
Like a Viltrumite that was less powerful than Conquest rolled up on you, and you couldn't even take that. You ended up in the hospital for probably like a week because the war was still going on when you were in the hospital. Like, granted, Omnimark is a strong variant, but even then, like, he's not Conquest level. Like, and you lost to him. What makes you think you're gonna beat this guy? I don't care if you did more than pull out the pink sheets. This is not gonna cut it, girl. I'm sorry.
5. And this right here is proof, because Eve really be using her powers for straight bullshit. Because while she out here hitting her Iron Man suit up, tell me why her helmet comes with a thing. Y'all over here talking about drag. Everyone in this show be lined up. Like, you could have the most serious scene in the Pentagon, and then you see Donald in the back showing his waves off. No one is taking this serious. But they get to boxing, and Eve is really showing out. Hitting him with a hammer like she Amy Rose, creating straight parkour levels for this nigga, looking like Run 2. Even pump faking this man with water, did him like the Ice Bucket Challenge.
I've been running so long.
She even increased the density in the air to slow this
Why
nigga
didn't she
down.
use that
I don't
more
even know
often?
how she knows how to do that. I swear she failed science. But Eve, this is all cool and all, but I have one very important question to ask you. Where was all this when your man was going up against 2 super? Like, you really could have done something against Mark. I take it up the booty Grayson, but no. You decide to get creative on Conquest. Chris Paul cutting the lead down to 42. What does this do? Nothing. In the moment her stuff not working, she starts spamming them blocks again. Yet another Dragon Ball reference. This is literally just Vegeta spamming Ki Blast. You really out there accomplishing nothing. But Conquest locks her down, destroys the drip, and then said,
Is it justifiable for a man to hit a woman? I can't speak for men, but I can speak for myself.
Not this
you disrespect
audio.
me, Lord Jesus, look out.
Knocking half her face off
your
with
face.
one punch, and this wasn't even finished, and stabs right through her like Dr. Gero and Yamcha. This is straight horrible. Invincible sees this and falls straight to his knees. And for Cecil, this gotta be the funniest scene in the whole show.
Hey, y'all, come look at this.
Cecil! I need you, Cecil!
This man
Bro, I can't. Bro, I cannot tell you how many times I've seen different memes of this situation, and every one of them is hilarious. Because Cecil really just watching this, like, look at this man. But nah, bro. This man Mark, I swear, only calls. How do I say this? He's like the person. Mark is like the person that will diss his parents and only call them when he. Like, he'll call them every name in the book and walk out on them. And then the moment it's going bad, he asks them for help. And then when he gets help, he's still like, screw you. Like, that's what he treated Cecil this whole season. Even though Cecil has continuously proven that his method has worked when it came. I'm not talking about leaving the conquest idiotic decision out of the equation. The zombie robot things and Darkwing ended up saving multiple lives, including yours and your girlfriend's. And you still see this man as like such an evil person, even though he saved your brother, saved your girlfriend, and you at the same time because you were not gonna dub that 2v1 in that moment. And he also like he dang near probably saved your mom as well because like no one was gonna stop at all. So hey,
was doing
who
all
did you
that
save
yapping at the
Debbie?
beginning of the season, and
Her
Cecil
arm
saved you
ripped
not
off. You have
once,
to come in there
but
and save
twice
her.
in the same week, mind you. And he was really at the end of the movie like, save her, save my baby, bro. Like, nah, you can't be serious. But once Invincible locks in, he makes sure he's putting down Conquest for good.
I don't care how strong you are. I don't care how fast you are. I can see the future.
Extra.
You don't live to see tomorrow.
And that boy Mark starts spazzing. I see a left, right kick, tries to go in for
lose.
another, but gets weaved twice.
The only thing
and
on
then
his
he gets
mind is
bear
putting
hugged like
him
he's
down.
Gohan. And Invincible takes a lesson straight from Goku.
Like the scariest type of person to be fighting is a guy whose only thing on his mind is making sure that you do not live another day. That's the scariest person. It don't matter how weak the person is in comparison to you. If the only thing on that person's mind is I don't want you to see another day on this world, they're gonna try and do the worst way possible. And this just
Starts biting his
whether or not
shoulder
they
like it's
get
an
or lose,
all-you-can-eat
they're gonna
buffet.
make sure
Nigga
they
said,
take
get
care
off
of
me.
the
And they
camera.
going straight crazy, battling in the back while we got Eve's body in the foreground. But while they boxing it out, Conquest says this.
Getting mad doesn't make you stronger. That's not how it works.
Like, nah, this gotta be a
all
flag
works for
on
Mark.
play. Has this nigga not
Generally.
seen his own show? Like, this in the superhero handbook. Who do you think you are? But Invincible is beating that boy into the ground, and he turns to see Eve just floating. But while he's distracted, Conquest grabs his throat, breaks his back, and slams him to the ground. You can't be looking at no shorties around here, my nigga. Lock
I
in.
really wonder
And
what
while
would
he's
have
on the
happened
floor,
if she
Conquest
didn't
drops
wake
the
back
best
up, because
speech
Mark
in
had
this
implanted.
entire fight.
Would've
Going
kept
down
punching
to
him in the
Mark's
face.
ear
I
talking
wonder what
about
would've
some,
happened.
I'm so lonely.
I'm crying. This think he too mad. And he's sitting there talking about some, no one wants to be my friend. Like, of course. You saw what you was pulling this whole fight and you think niggas want to actually be friends with you? No. Like, I just find it so funny that he brought up this sob story to try to get some pity. Just imagine if this was on Viltrum.
I don't even know if I can say this, and y'all gonna laugh at me.
I'm not gonna laugh at you. I promise you we're not gonna laugh.
When I grew up, right, and I remember,
Bro, they still ain't nothing for
But this whole speech with the
podcast
music
or
in the
whatever.
background is the most unsettling scene in the entire series. And Conquest is certified one of my favorite villains after this. But Eve comes in with the last minute assist. Again, I don't know why everyone in this show wants to be Rock Lee and hold back every day. You see the atrocities that be going on? Do something. Help! But she somehow just had that in her back pocket and blast Conquest. But he gets back up looking like a titan, saying,
This time, I will make sure she's dead.
Not knowing the superhero simp rule, the moment you bring up a woman, their power multiplies by 10.
I cannot not hear.
The moment you
Okay, the thing just for some reason. Okay, so I'll just say something. Okay, yeah. Mark swinging hands. Gets his hand crushed. Looking like looking like a cooked turkey on the ground.
Alright, bro, my fault.
Yeah, that brother's starving.
But the battle ends, Conquest looking all types
I'm
of
just gonna
crazy,
give it
and
back.
Mark finally wins another battle.
Wake up, filthy.
On the stage 20 CT by the end of the fight. Dang. Oh. And Mark. I'm sick of season 4 for him. Because from what I understand, the beatings don't get any less. His beatings don't get any less atrocious as it goes on. Like, if I'm being like, I mean, I'm not gonna say much. All I'm gonna say is that this man's beatings don't get much better. Like, and apparently they're putting stuff in the show that wasn't in the comics, so they might just be even worse. Hey, I guess that was it for this one. Make sure to like, subscribe, like good stuff, and I'll catch you on the next one. God bless.